Greetings class, this is Sarah, and I'm pleased to share my last presentation with you. This time I will discuss the research study, Does active engagement in community music support the well-being of older people? This article is from the publication Arts and Health, an international journal for research, policy and practice. The study was performed and written by 5 people, 4 from the Department of Lifelong and Comparative Education at the University of London and 1 other from the Guildhall School of Music and Drama, which is also in London, England. The article poses the question, does active engagement in community music support the well-being of older people? While there is much evidence to show that participating in some sort of music making is beneficial to children and young people, the study from Hallam et al. Explores how older adults also benefit from music making, and this includes listening to music in a social context. The result of the research found music making supports the emotional, social and cognitive well-being of older adults. The research findings show and suggest that actively engaging in making music shows increased levels of well-being, even more so than those involved in other group activities. This is particularly true as it relates to sense of purpose, feeling in control and independence. Receiving affirmation through positive social relationships is another aspect of well-being, and these relationships provide older adults with respect and status. And then I have another point, number 2. Making music and engaging in such an activity has added value, perhaps more than any other group activities. The significance of socialization and the reward of performance and the impact of music on moods improves the sense of well-being for older adults, and this is particularly important for those in the 3rd stage from ages 50 to 75 and the 4th stage, which is 76 years plus. The research showed evidence that providing opportunities in communities for making music has the potential to meet some of the needs that are identified as important for older adults in order to maintain active and engaged. This enables them to age with dignity and maintain their autonomy for an extended period. According to the results of this particular study, engaging in making music with a group setting supports the well-being of older adults. How and why did the authors arrive at this conclusion? We are well aware of the changing demographics in our world and the rising number of older people above the age of 65. We also know many older people decline in health and capacity, which can lead to dependence on others. Sadly, though, many older adults do not have a family community close by or much social interaction. This leads a person to live in social isolation, which can lead to depression and perhaps early mortality. Consequently, communities are becoming much more aware of the need to develop programs that help to maintain a sense of well-being for our older adults, and the benefit can be good health and productivity of our ageing population. According to this study, there is already evidence that supports participating in a musical activity provides improved social interaction and develops community. There is also the benefit of personal enjoyment and a sense of well-being and the feeling of control. Musically related activities can improve and enhance recovery from illness and improve overall contentment. Singing is a great activity, and not only because do the participants enjoy the community aspect, but the added benefits include increased energy, reduction of stress, and increased sense of purpose. Also, participants see improvement in attention, concentration, learning, and memory. In a review of 48 studies, which included people in the 3rd and 4th ages, singing in a group improved personal well-being, socialization, and participation, as well as a reduction in incidences of depression and anxiety. In fact, long-term participation in musical group activities improved the quality of life of the older adult. According to the research, the changing nature of aging should require a more specialized approach and consideration of what is essential in the aging process. What is noticeable is that meeting the psychological needs for community, independence and choice are crucial for well-being and health. Having a successful aging process and quality of life is more about the journey and not just the end of life. The point of this research project was to discover whether or not the basic needs, as I've already outlined, might be met through making music in community settings. Three specific research questions were asked. What are the differences in responses to well-being measured between older adults who actively participate in music groups as opposed to other groups? And number 2, are there any changes in the short-term well-being measures when people are involved in group activities? And number 3, to what extent are changes, if any, seen between the 3rd and 4th ages who are involved in music? Data was collected from 3 sites, and older adults were engaged in many different musical activities, including choir and intergenerational music making with children from the local school. In gathering data from the adults, they were asked about education, what musical instruments they played, their ability in playing, and also their skill and ability in reading music and notes. The CASP-12 measure of quality of life, which is CASP-12, CASP-12, and the basic psychological needs test were also included in gathering data. I pause here a minute just to briefly summarise the CASP-12 measure. It's a 4-point Likert scale with 12 individual items organised into 4 subscales. And this stands for control, autonomy, self-realisation and pleasure. And they measure also the quality, this measures the quality of life. And then the basic psychological needs scale has 21 items on a 7-point scale. The findings from the research suggest that those involved in making music exhibit much higher levels of well-being and a better quality of life. What is it about being involved in such activities that contributes to increased and improved well-being? We have seen videos and heard throughout our lectures that any opportunity to participate in groups for socialization is tremendously beneficial for the aging individual. Control and autonomy from CASP-12 are supported through physical activity, the positive emotions that come from making music, challenged by reading music and singing the right notes. Learning new skills requires concentration. And the CASP-12 socialization and pleasure needs are met through meaningful involvement, performances and respect, in addition to the inclusive nature of such groups. Because of the nature of qualitative research, this study is by no means conclusive. However, we do learn from the study that music in a social context has amazing potential to improve the overall well-being, as well as the physical and mental health of older adults. It's essential to provide music-making opportunities in communities, whether it's a CCRC, a skilled nursing facility, or the local town hall. All of this enables older adults to enjoy the known benefits and remain active as they age with dignity. This will equip them to be respected and independent for a long period of time. I chose this article primarily because I love music and have seen the impact it has on people's lives. And from my own observations, I've seen in many cases that music also has the power to unlock the mind. I was surprised not to find anything in the article about memory and Alzheimer's disease. Perhaps people in advanced stages of such dementia-related disease who are in communities or at church, we know that they seem to demonstrate the ability to sing every word, even in another language. And these same people often can't remember the name of their husband or children. Such is the power of music. I leave you with the following statement from Bono of U2. It's such an extraordinary thing, music. It is how we speak to God finally, or how we don't. Even if we're ignoring God, it's the language of the Spirit. If you believe that we contain within our skin and bones a spirit that might last longer than your time breathing in and out, if there is a spirit, music is the thing that wakes it up. And it certainly woke up mine. And it seems to be how we communicate on another level. Thank you for listening. Best wishes, everyone.